According to reports, Barangay Ginebra have signed Norbert Torres sa unrestricted free agency bago magsimula ang PBA draft. So sa video na to, pag-uusapan natin ano ba ibig sabihin nito para sa Barangay Ginebra, anong ibig sabihin nito para sa mga desisyon na gagawin ng Ginebra sa draft, or if kung pinapanood mo na to after ng draft, anong ibig sabihin nito sa mga possible moves, if ever na meron, na gagawin ng Ginebra before the season starts. And gusto ko lang din sabihin na this move is more of Ginebra addressing a need or a roster gap. Instead of, finding a savior, finding a player that's going to pull them out of the, putek or sa mud. This is them finding an opportunity, to add another big body or the lack thereof currently sa roster ng Barangay Ginebra. Pero ang big question dito sa signing ni Norbert Torres, is he going to play over Ben Adamos? Yan din yung sinabi natin sa draft preview natin. If yung big pa na ita-draft, hindi magpi-play over Ben Adamos, never mind. And in my opinion, Norbert Torres does play over Ben Adamos. So pag-usapan natin kung bakit. I'm not going to hype Norbert Torres up. This is more of a realistic video, realistic expectations. I'm just going to state yung skill set or yung mga possible opportunities kung saan pwedeng mailagay si Norbert Torres sa konteksto ng Barangay Ginebra. Pero sa konteksto muna ni Norbert Torres, si Norbert Torres ay isang 6'6", big, who last played for Meralco. I vividly remember Norbert Torres playing for Rain or Shine. Isa talaga siyang stretch big. He is a big body, pero is not really a big man, if that makes sense. He doesn't like, or hindi part ng game niya makipagbungguan talaga sa ilalim, pero if you ask him to do so, gagawin niya yon. Pero offensively, is more of a pick and pop or spot up player sa perimeter. And that's not a bad option kasi yung injured player din naman ng Ginebra sa front court, which is Isaac Go. Ganun din naman yung laro. So kumbaga ngayon, Norbert Torres might be an impersonator of Isaac Go to some degree, pero not, 100% in terms of kakayahan right now. Pero, di ba, able body is better than someone who's not playing. Last conference with Meralco Bolts, Philippine Cup, played roughly 8.5 minutes per game kung saan nag-average siya ng 3.1 points, almost a rebound per game, and quarter of an assist per game. These numbers, hindi naman siya mataas kasi nga 9 minutes lang naman, and he's playing for a team na ang daming big man. Talagang na-bury si Norbert Torres sa bangko ng Meralco Bolts, which is not the case or not going to be the case for Barangay Ginebra. Is going to get Ben Adamos' minutes in my opinion, unless Ben Adamos improves or turns into, prime Yancy De Ocampo. Speaking of big body, si Norbert Torres ay isang big body. So, he's not going to stop Junmar Fajardo, pero he's going to be, a warm body to put over bigger players like Junmar, Arana, or even against Meralco kapag may mga Almazan, Brandon Bates. The fact na he's 6'6", and again, a lot of people are going to say 6'6", small forward lang naman yan sa NBA. But we are in the PBA, unfortunately. Okay, we can take whatever we can get, especially Ginebra, na ang isa pa nga option, diba, 6'4", Raymond Aguilar. So, it's an upgrade over Ben Adamos. 6'7", 6'6", wala naman masyadong difference, pero sa skill set, I think Norbert Torres is a very unique player sa liga na to kasi he's a 6'6" stretch big. Who can resist, kumbaga, bumps and bruises. Dito makikita natin, he's going to push around Junmar Fajardo. Pero of course, kahit may double team pa yan, si Junmar Fajardo pa rin naman yan. Pero still, the fact na meron kang katawan doon, para makipagtulungan, is very important. Yun yung wala sa Ginebra, napipilitan yung ibang players na makipagbungguan instead of the bigs. Dahil wala nga silang bigs. And if si Ben Adamos naman yung ilagay, diba, very limited, with all due respect to Ben Adamos, very limited naman si Ben offensively. So for Norbert Torres, yes, he's not going to stop anyone, pero at least offensively, he's going to provide more and he's going to provide a skill set na kulang sa Ginebra, which is being a stretch big. Dito makikita natin, this next few clips, mga kinompile ko to na medyo magiging similar sa mga possible looks na makuha niya with Ginebra. Dito makikita natin, as we can see here, 3 players sa weak side and then 2-man game dito sa side na to, which is basically Ginebra action or paborito ng Ginebra sa triangle offense nila. Dito magsiset ng screen si Norbert Torres for Aaron Black. So merong isang malaking spot dito for Norbert Torres para mag-pop. So makikita natin, pick and pop. Norbert Torres, okay? Nagpunta siya dito sa gap na to which is open behind the defense. So, ang pasa is papunta kay Cliff Hodge. Cliff Hodge will find Norbert Torres. Not going to make the shot, pero comfortable siya sa area na yon. Which is, again, dito sa play na to, he made the shot naman. So, very important to have a player who can make jump shots, especially sa front court position. Especially sa Barangay Ginebra, na even yung guards, diba, hindi makashoot sa perimeter. Dito naman itong play na to, ito yung epitome na gusto kong sabihin. This is going to be a top ball screen for Chris Newsome and Cliff Hodge. Tapos si Norbert Torres nasa dunker spot. Very common or similar sa gustong ginagawa ng Ginebra. Post to post, big to big. Now, okay, nag-set ng screen si Cliff Hodge and then nag-roll siya dito. Andreas Cahilig is now stuck between two players. Isang nagro-roll na Cliff Hodge, isang Norbert Torres na lumipat from this side to the other para kita siya ni Chris Newsome visually and merong space si Cliff Hodge to roll. Kasi if hindi lumipat si Norbert Torres sa spot na yon, pag nag-roll dito si Cliff Hodge, dalawa ngayon sila. So easier for Andreas Cahilig to contain. Pero if lumipat ka rito sa kabila, like Norbert Torres, now dalawa ngayon yung ini-stop ni Andreas Cahilig from both sides. Now, play natin. Extra pass, Chris Newsome, papunta kay Norbert Torres, smaller Cahilig ang bantay. Torres, again, comfortable with his jump shot, with his touch, fade away over the defense. And again, he's not going to make that consistently, pero nasa skill set niya yun, which is very important. As long as kaya niya, okay na yun for now. Wala rin namang kapalit eh. Free agency lang naman. So, the fact na, may na nagpo-provide na ganun, to some degree, is very important. Dito, makikita natin naman, pick and roll, involving Norbert Torres, top ball screen. Now, Torres will roll kasi 2 on the ball. Dito. Now, Torres is going to roll. Ang mag-help sa kanya, ito, tsaka ito, dalawang gwardiya. And si Escoto nasa kabilang side. So, it's an opportunity for Torres to roll and finish over the defense. Late si Bradwin Ginto mag-recover. Torres being 6'6" enough for him to finish over. Dito naman kabaliktaran, Aaron Black, okay, 2-man game, pick and pop, inatake si Junmar Fajardo. Torres, despite, shooting a low percentage, on a low volume din naman, he's a very capable shooter from the outside. And dahil capable shooter siya, and all the teams, all the players know na he's going to take that shot, makakapag-generate siya ng mga ganitong klaseng closeouts, which is very important din for the defense to shift and get other players open or get them opportunities to be open. So, yun ang napoprovide ng isang Norbert Torres. Let's not expect, Norbert Torres to be the savior or siya na yung magiging solusyon. I think this is more of Ginebra buying time hanggang sa makabalik si Isaac Go or even, before they make a move, hopefully. Pero this is objectively a better this is objectively an upgrade over Ben Adamos. I want to believe in Ben Adamos, pero the fact na merong Norbert Torres as another option is a great sign. Kasi at least if yung minutes ni Ben hindi nag-work out, pwedeng ipasok si Norbert instead.